I feel like I'm kind of introducing the concept in my mind of a graceful exit.
Over the last year, a lot of the rappers that I grew up listening to have toyed with the idea of retirement. And although it is a reminder that everything must come to an end, it also feels weird. We've seen many rappers announce a retirement that ultimately never came to pass, whether it be through burnout, label disputes, or just being unfulfilled. It seems like the only way a rapper can truly retire is in death. And even then, it seems like rappers can't really retire anymore. But with that being said, it seems like the retirement of hip-hop's big three is a real possibility. And if it were to truly happen, how would the potential retirement of Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole actually play out? And when I really think about it, it low-key doesn't matter. But let's go one step at a time so we can get to that larger point.
Last name ever, first name greatest.
Breaking in under the mentorship of Lil Wayne, Drake was kind of destined to be the top dog. Maybe not lyrically, but at least in terms of sales.
That's kind of like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in a
And well, the last decade has been just that. Drake is undoubtedly the most popular rapper, perhaps of all time. And even a decade and a half into his career, his name still holds value.
Fuck a pigeonhole, I'm a night owl.
He's still topping the charts, and people are still looking forward to whatever his next project will be. However, according to Drake, his time on top might be coming to an end. And if you truly thought about it, it makes sense. What is there left to accomplish if you're Drake? He basically has been in the game so long that he hangs around the people that he inspired, which is kind of a problem when you rap about the things that Drake raps about.
Okay, alright, that's fine.
Because I think the biggest problem with Drake in recent years when it comes to like his rapping ability is that he raps about things that only like 23-year-olds should be rapping about. 30, baby, won't you meet me by the beach? Like at some point, this is gonna go from relatable to just like sad. Like think about Michael Jordan, for example. Do you really want people's final image to be him playing for the Wizards? No, you want the final image to be him in fucking Utah. Matter of fact, they made a whole documentary and didn't even acknowledge like he played for the Wizards. That's how bad it is. So yeah, when it comes to Drake, it's just about like not losing his cool and leaving while he's still like the hot shit. However, J. Cole's retirement is a little bit different.
Things just ain't the same for young Jermaine, still underrated but far from underpaid.
Unlike Drake, J. Cole's career has taken a bit of a weird turn for such a respected rapper. Because although most music fans rank J. Cole as one of the top rappers in the game, he gets the most disrespect out of anybody in his caliber. I don't know when it exactly began, but to me, it really got going after the release of For Your Eyes Only, an album that was probably too conceptual and too laid back for someone as popular as J. Cole. The reception of the album led to a narrative that follows Cole to this day. J. Cole's boring and J. Cole is preachy. Of course, there's other factors that could have played into how people viewed Cole, but a lot of it boils down to the release of this album.
I don't want no picture with the president, I just want to talk to the man.
Since 2016, the story of J. Cole feels like a tale of two cities, where one half talks about him being boring, and the other half focuses more on the generational talent side of things.
Yeah, he a troll. He a troll. You one of them J. Cole boring, J. Cole too old. I mean, yes, the nigga is 36, but so is LeBron, and he's still hooping. He's still the best player.
However, as we move into his latter stages of his career, and he's opening up to doing features with other people and bringing in the new generation into his albums, people have kind of started turning on Cole.
As the moon jumps over the cow, I contemplate if I should wait to hand over the crown.
It's that minority that was always hating on him that is starting to turn, and the outlook on J. Cole seems to be more positive as he heads into maybe his final years. And to be honest with you, unless the next few albums reconstruct J. Cole as an artist, I think that works. It's kind of like how Jay-Z hasn't put out an album since 444. So what truly differentiates J. Cole from Drake in terms of their retirement plans is that J. Cole's plan seems to be more focused on the fulfillment of his story. And that leaves us with Kendrick Lamar.
As I get a little older,
Unlike Drake and J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar hasn't done enough over the past few years for the narrative around him to shift. A lot of the conversation around Kendrick Lamar the past few years was more so on whether or not he would release an album. So now that he has released an album, I just feel like it'd be weird for him to go back into retirement.
The word in the panic, the women is stranded, the men on the
But I do get why people think that Kendrick may retire.
From a generation of home invasions, and I got daddy issues, that's on me.
If you listen to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, you know that a big theme of the album had to do with how Kendrick dealt with the pressures of being famous.
One of these lives, I'ma make these right with the wrongs I done. That's one of you.
And by the end of the album, it kind of seems like he's implying that it's over. He's done with it.
I choose me.
But I just don't see it as very likely. First off, when Kendrick Lamar said that he would release a new album, he didn't say it would be his final album. He said it would be his final TDE album. This, alongside with the building of the PG Lang brand and the career of Baby Keem, makes it highly unlikely, in my opinion, for Kendrick Lamar to retire. At least not anytime soon. But what I will say is that I think Drake retiring and J. Cole retiring seems more plausible, at least as of right now. So where does that really leave us when we're talking about the retirement of these three and why it matters? And personally, if you ask me, I think it just doesn't matter for the most part. The truth is that all of these rappers have probably already given us the best work that they have. And for as much as you might dread the retirement of these artists, finality can sometimes be a good thing. And I think a bigger reason for why most fans care that these rappers are quote unquote retiring or have the possibility of retiring is that they're realizing that we captured lightning in a bottle when it comes to Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole. As we look into the next generation of rappers, we really don't have that big three as solidified as we did 10 years ago. I mean, we don't even have like a who's next up solidified. And I think that's what's really getting to fans. They are realizing that we might have taken a whole generation for granted. And instead of accepting that, hey, we missed our opportunity, they want to hold on to this era. Or at least that's what it seems like to me. We're not scared of the future. We're scared that we wasted our past. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyways, with that being said, I don't know what to talk about right now. So, yeah, April Fools, haha, shout out, or whatever. Shout out Jay Dilla, shout out to me, shout out to y'all. And, well, yeah.